Do you feel like you're being walked all over by your clients, or they're texting you all the time, they're emailing you all the time, they have high expectations, and you're feeling like you're being walked all over, or they don't respect you, or you're being abused by your clients? If so, I have news for you. It's your fault. You haven't implemented a standards list, or you don't have boundaries with your clients that you've laid out and set some expectations. Trust me, I've been there too. I felt like I was being walked all over when I first got into this business. So what I would like to do in this business is share with you some of the standards that I implemented into my business, some of the boundaries that I have now, so ultimately I can have more mental peace, work with more clients that I enjoy working with, so we're clear from day one on how things are going to go. So without further ado, let me share with you some of the boundaries that I implemented into my business so you can implement them potentially into your business too. However, I hope this video inspires you to take some time to set aside to create a standards list for yourself, okay? It'll provide clarity for you on what you do and what you don't do. And really, that's one of the first things, is what you do and don't do. Do you know what you do and what you don't do? Do you have niches that you work with and niches that you don't work with? What do I mean by that? Well, for me, I know specifically no leases. I don't work with leases. So if somebody comes to me and says, I have a rental property and I'd like to rent it out, automatically I say, well, I don't work with leases. However, there's a colleague in my office that I could refer to you. They love working with leases. Let me connect you with them. So I still leave them with a piece of value, but I'm very clear, I do not do leases. From my perspective, it's not worth my time to do leases for the aggravation that it does cause. I own rental properties and I don't do leases for myself either. I have a property manager that does that. So I'm very clear on that. What are some other ones? Well, I don't do mobile homes. I don't work with mobile homes because the majority of the mobile homes in our area are around 200,000, maybe 250. Anything below that, again, I don't feel like it's worth my time, and I don't want to be associated with a mobile home. So that's something that I've implemented for myself for standards. I don't think it's worth my time. I'd rather work on homes that are a little bit higher priced in value. So that's something that I've said for myself that I don't do. Okay? Now, what's another one? You can say, well, I know for me specifically, I don't do commercial, specifically businesses. I don't do that. Okay? And I don't want to learn how to do that. I'm very clear on that. I know exactly what I like to work with. Residential properties and investment properties, buying or selling. And specifically, I like to do waterfront properties. I know that I'm good at that. I know that I enjoy that. There's lots of waterfront around where I live. So I'm very, very clear on that. I'm clear that I don't want to learn how to sell businesses. That's not the direction that I would like to go with my real estate career. So I can connect the person with somebody that likes to do that, okay? However, I do apartment buildings. I do like doing rental properties that are 5, 6, or maybe even higher in apartment buildings, units that I enjoy doing. I actually enjoy doing that. So I'm very clear that I don't do this, but I do this. Okay, so I'm clear exactly on what I sell. So what do I do and what I don't do, okay? One other thing too, even with clients, okay? So the next thing that we would like to get into, number 2, is communication. Once you start working with a client, communication. This is really important to set expectations with this. When I meet with a client, now I'm working with them, guess what? No open houses. I don't do open houses. I don't believe they work. And really, real estate agents use them for lead gen. And I've done hundreds of them. I test everything out. I like to test all different types of lead gen methods. Guess what? I haven't found open houses work. If you do open houses and you're watching this video, please comment below. I'd love to hear your KPI, your metrics, how many open houses you get per leads that come in that actually transact and appointments. If they work for you, please let me know, because they haven't worked for me. That's the bottom line. I've done hundreds of them. I don't know personally. I feel like I spend a lot of time for a minimal reward on that end with open houses. They might work for you. So I have a standard. I don't do open houses anymore because they're a lot of time, they're a lot of energy, and there's not really a great outcome. I've only sold one house in all the open houses that I've done. I'm not saying that you can't get leads for a client one time. Okay, so they do not work from my perspective. There's other ways that you can advertise your client's house. I don't do them. I share this with clients. look, most agents do open houses. Here's why they don't work, and here's what I do. And this is why it does work. You can use that framework too. If you don't like using open houses, you can share this framework with your clients and share with them other methods that are better to get views, to get appointments, to ultimately sell their house, okay? I don't do open houses. Okay. When they can communicate with you, you can share with them. I usually answer my phone from 9 to 6, Monday to Saturdays, not on Sundays, so that's what I do. That's a standard. I'm not going to be texting a client 8 at night, 9 at night. I'm not going to be responding at midnight. I don't respond to stuff like that because it sets the expectation that they can respond or text you whenever they like, or they can call you whenever they like. If it's not urgent, I'll get back to them the next day. And I also let them know these are kind of the office hours. If you don't hear from me on Sunday, I will get back to you on the Monday. And the reason why is because if you start communicating even on Sunday, it's like it sets the expectation that they're going to be messaging you on a Sunday expecting a response. If it's not urgent, it can wait till Monday. If it's not an offer related phone call, email, text, whatever it is, it's like I'm not responding to that to the next day. It's not necessary. Again, this is a standard I have with myself because on Sundays, for me, it's a lot of thinking. I do a lot of planning for the week ahead, and I like to have mental clarity. I don't want to be working because eventually that leads to burnout if you don't give yourself time and space, at least for me anyways. Again, you have to know yourself, and in doing this practice, creating a standards list or boundaries, you will start to get to know yourself a little bit better too, what you will tolerate and what you won't tolerate. So that's with me too. So with clients specifically, and again, this is with clients, feedback. They always love the feedback. Can you get me feedback? A showing happens and half an hour later, they're asking for feedback. It's like, are you serious? So I nip that right in the butt when I'm talking to clients. I let them know all of this. I also say, look, feedback happens within 24 hours because the agent is probably showing other properties. I will have feedback for you within 24 hours. And if for any reason I don't get a hold of that agent or able to talk to them, I will let you know I haven't talked to the agent yet. So you will hear from me, but it'll be within 24 hours. Don't expect it right away or a couple hours after because the agent is busy showing other properties. And let them know that. That's a standard. That's a boundary. I let them know that. I set the expectation. So that's number 2. That's a couple of things that you can set into your standards list and let your clients know so their expectations around that. I'll just mention a few other ones as well. You can also set expectations with your clients or have standards around the decision-making process, that you will always provide them with options. You will suggest the best option. Ultimately, they have the decision though of the direction that they would like to go. You can set that expectation with them off the hop, and when you're interviewing the potential client to work with them, you can start to see if this client's going to be a pain in the butt or not. If they actually listen, if they're viewing you as a professional, or they're going to attempt to be passive aggressive with you, or they think they know everything because they own a house, because a lot of homeowners seem to think they know everything about houses even though they're not in the real estate business. Have you ever had a client like that? I've had many of those. So I've learned the lesson to set expectations up front about how the decision-making process is actually going to go. And again, I've mentioned this before, with my listing presentation, I break it into 2 different appointments because I'm interviewing them. I don't want to work with a pain in the ass client anymore because it can make your life hell when you get one of them. So I'm interviewing them, seeing how they present their house. How does it look? Is it messy? Because at the end of the day, I'm not going to invest my time and money into somebody that keeps their house a mess, okay? Or there's smokes in the house, or if there's dog hair all over and it smells funny. It's like, there's no point. This house isn't going to sell, right? So you can see and feel somebody's energy when you're working with them or you're interviewing them off the hop in those appointments. If it doesn't feel right for you, don't work with them. It's not going to be worth it. It's not worth the money. It's not worth your mental health, okay? So that could be another boundary in there, the decision-making process. There's also contracts too. I do personally contracts, agreements, whatever you like to call them. I like to sign a 3 to 4 month contract because again, this is a working relationship, and if it's just not working out, I don't want to be in the contract longer than it needs to be. And of course, you can cancel it potentially sooner if you'd like, if they're on board as well. But at the end of the day, you're a team with your clients, and if it's not working out, if things are going sideways, sometimes personalities just aren't a good mix together. I like to sign shorter contracts because I'm not here to tie anybody into something. I'm here to support them and help them. If it's not working out, if I'm not the person for them, I don't want to tie them into the contract either. You can tie this into your listing presentation as well too. It's like a guarantee that if you ever do feel like moving on from the contract, no problem, we can move on from the contract. I'm not going to tie you into it. But I do 3 or 4 months tops, because I believe ours is like 3 months minimum. I do 3 months minimum, and then if at that point down, if the house hasn't sold, I ask if they would like to carry on the contract longer. Now, I trust that this video inspires you to ultimately create a standards list for yourself and boundaries for yourself, who you are, how you're going to show up. Because ultimately, you are the creator of your life. You're the creator of your business, okay? And if you don't set expectations, you treat people how to teach you. So keep that in the back of your mind. If you're allowing somebody to disrespect you, if you're allowing somebody to call the shots, if you're allowing somebody to be passive aggressive towards you or whatever it may be, it's because you're allowing that, okay? This is why it's nice to be clear on standards. One other thing that I would like to mention quickly before we part here is I also have a personal standard, my personal time. My personal time Monday to Friday is 9 to 12. I go to the gym from 7 to 8. By the time I get home, shower, get ready, it's about quarter to 9. So from 9 to 12, for sure, the first 3 to 4 hours of the day is my time. I am the creator of my life. I am proactive in my life. This is your time to go out into the world and not be reactive. When you start taking back your personal time, you'll start to see you can start to create stuff and get more momentum. You're not in reaction, answering all these emails and phone calls. Lots of times I do not pick my phone up from that time on purpose or answer text messages because I'm doing focused, proactive work to grow my business or my life, whatever I'm doing in that chosen day. And I highly suggest, if you would like to be the creator of your life, to take back your personal time. I set all the appointments from 12, 1 o'clock on, where I'm going out, driving, whatever I'm doing, meeting with people. In the morning, I'm always at home because I work from home, working on my business or my life. Highly suggest maybe this is something that you can implement into your life and business as well. If you enjoyed this standards, boundaries type of video, comment below, give me a thumbs up. Let me know that you enjoyed this video. I would love to hear from you. I'd love you to subscribe to this channel because my mission here is to make real estate simple so you can close more deals and ultimately have fun while you're building your real estate business, okay? If you'd like to learn more about a little bit about AI or more lead generation, watch these videos here. And I will see you on the next video. Bye for now.